Okay, guys. Like I said, here's what I'm gonna say. That shoot interview with Pat McAfee with Adam Cole was dumb. It was stupid because you know what? It's the same people. This is the thing. I hate that a guy like Pat McAfee who doesn't really know wrestling that well is gonna say, "Oh, compare him to Shawn Michaels." The comparison shit gets annoying because you're not him. Like all he did, and this is the thing too. I hate when people get. I hate when people get this idea that one person is just the same as the other person because you've seen Shawn Michaels. Have you really seen that dude in the last 15 years? No. That's the problem with Pat McAfee. He thinks everybody thinks that he's gonna be the god, or everybody thinks that he's gonna be at that level. No, it's gonna take Adam Cole a while to get there. He's not even a main roster champion yet. He's NXT champion. That's the problem. Everybody don't think that NXT is a brand. Everybody thinks that NXT isn't a brand. Everybody thinks that NXT is not a brand, bro. For whatever reason, they think it's not a brand. And this is the problem. And I've had guys like him, and I've had guys come in there and say, and I've had guys, and I've had interviewers like these people that say to him, "Oh, you know what, Adam? You know what, Adam Cole? You were a great person. You're great." And Pat McAfee should have been like, "Listen, you know what? You made a historic ring. I'm sorry that you lost your title, but you'll get it back because we know you can pull it off. We know you can pull it off. We know you can pull it off. We know you'll be a Shawn Michaels caliber in the next 2 years because we know it, and that's the problem. Nobody gets that. Maybe we've actually done it right, and that's the sad part. I hated that he had a comparison with him. He literally Pat McAfee was like, you know what, like really rubbing him the wrong way. They were rubbing him the wrong way. Like they were rubbing him the wrong way, and I'm just like, really? I'm like, really? That's what we're going to now? Him being rubbed the wrong way? Like I said, rubbing the wrong way. They don't even know what they're doing. Like I said, they don't even know what they're doing. That's the sad part. And this is the thing. And the camera guy's going to like try to touch him and try to calm him down. No. Those dudes in the background near Pat McAfee's desk should have been like, yo, bro, that's kind of a low blow. Nah, they just sat there and let that shit happen. Like, that's the sad part. And everybody, and then I hear what I hate. And then what I hear the next day is that Adam Cole was out of line. How the heck was that dude out of line? He got shitted on because this dude thought he could be a dumb, a freaking smart guy and say to him, "Oh, you're pretty small. That's small thinking." Really, really, really. So pretty much all his accomplishments, him being the longest reigning NXT champion, him having won 3 War Games takeovers in last year, is all his thanks to the Undisputed Era. He created them. Those four group of dudes are together because of Adam Cole. Let's not to mention they won the Dusty Rhodes Classic 3 times. 2 times in 1 year, and another time when they got Roderick Strong. 3 times in 1 day. And they won. And this is the thing. They sat there and that's the thing. I hate when people don't know what they're talking about with wrestling. They think they're better than everybody else. They think they can do it. No, it can't be done. It cannot be done. And that's all we ever get with that dude. That's all we ever get. Like I said before, it's always an opportunity that this guy that this guy gets nothing but crap on because Pat McAfee wants to be a jerk about it and say, you know what? That's the thing. I've seen shoot interviews and I've seen it 1,000 times. And I hate that I gotta say something about this because it bugs me because you know what? I would have just let it pass. It would have been another interview. I would have let it pass if it wasn't somebody, if it wasn't Adam Cole. If it was somebody we've never seen before, probably. If it was another football player, another basketball player, I would have went past it. Not Adam Cole. Not professional wrestling, no. Not professional wrestling. I hate it because it's like, they don't know what they're doing with it. And I hate that the fact is, at the end of the day, the fact is that they, like, at the end of the day, Pat McAfee should have just been like, yo, I'm sorry. No, you rub salt in the wound. You know Shawn Michaels is that dude's idol. You know there's so many wrestlers influenced by that dude. It's hilarious. But you know what? That's why I can't stand people like that. I cannot understand the fact that they're gonna they saw that they go we saw the last couple. How the freak y'all seen the takeovers? But did you really see them? No, y'all didn't see them takeovers. That dude's been winning ever since, and that's the problem. He never lost that belt to the Great American Bash, which wasn't even a takeover. It was just a regular program. It was a regular program to combat Fighter Fest on AEW. Next, you gonna tell me that John Moxley don't deserve to be AEW champion? Next, you're gonna tell me? Nah, but you know what? The WWE gets a lot of crap and a lot of flack because the main roster. They don't never look at NXT's talent, bro. And they got a bunch of talented people in that roster, which is kind of sad. Because you know what? That's why professional wrestling always gets the butt end of the joke. Because they don't think, oh, it's not real. It's scripted. Everything is scripted. Your promos are scripted. How's the promo scripted? Them getting hurt scripted too, right? They just magically get back to work, right? And I'm tired of people like that. That dude, Pat McAfee, should have been fired on the spot. Nah, but you know what? He'll get the views, he'll get the money. Adam Cole won't even have another interview because you know what? And Adam Cole, I wouldn't even go on another interview. Like, listen, you know what I said, but I'm angry. But you're gonna sit there and tell me like, now we're gonna go with the size thing now. We're gonna go with the size thing now because you're gonna tell him that he's small. Really? That dude's been doing it ever since. He's been doing it by himself ever since, and that's the problem. Even before he got Undisputed Era mixed up in it. Undisputed Era could have did something too. But you know what? It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine that they'll do whatever they want to do. They'll do whatever they need to do to get done. And they'll make money. And Pat McAfee, like I said, it's the same thing with rep. And I'm tired of people talking bad about NXT or talking bad about them or nobody understands the difference or nobody understands that NXT's not the main roster. They're not like the main roster at all. Because I resent that. I know that WWE is dead to me because of the fact that the main roster doesn't do anything with this talent. It's really kind of sad. They don't do nothing with the talent. It's main roster. It's not NXT's problem. It's not 205's problem. because it's not. It's main roster trying to think that they can do both two shows and they can't do because knowing Raw doesn't really get the views on Monday because they don't really get views like that. They go to point 3 to point 4. That's the sad part. They were beating TNA in the ratings like 4 years ago. 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, they were beating them. And now they're just like TNA. Raw's so bad that nobody even wants to be on Raw. Nobody even wants to tune in to Raw. We rather watch NXT because NXT is that good. That's the sad part. NXT went from being a reality show to an actual brand. And has really great titles and have really great factions and ones and tag teams and people that can actually develop and don't gotta go on the main roster to develop. Because that's the problem. They don't develop these dudes. They don't develop them enough on the main roster. Because the main roster, you gotta start all over. You gotta start all over from the bottom. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Peace.